All right, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. We're live. It says we're live. We'll see if we're live. I've been live on YouTube so far, but I don't know if I've been live on Facebook. I don't think I have been live on Facebook. So we're trying this out and seeing if I get the little red box again from Facebook to see if I'm actually live on Facebook or not. So it says that they're having trouble streaming to Facebook. And so we're not live on Facebook. And I don't know exactly why this is the case, but I suppose I can just go ahead and go on YouTube and we'll go from there. So I don't know if anyone's watching on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and while we're here, okay, I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to put this out on the Facebook page that I'm live on YouTube, and we'll go ahead. We can go with tonight's show and see what we can do after that. So just bear with me for just a moment as I type this in. We have a few things to talk about, and I won't make it a long show tonight. I'm just trying to stay consistent with this. Okay, so the for Tuesday. Hang on. The Patriots YouTube channel. So there we go. Okay, we're still going here. I know I'm 2 minutes in and I'm typing, but I just have to do this. And we'll see if anyone's able to come on live here. So thanks a whole lot for watching. I do appreciate that. All right, and we'll see what happens from this point. But it apparently, well, we're not live right there. Anyway, all right, so let's go ahead and go with a few things. State orders tonight. By the way, 106 is the number of people who have tested positive for the thing which shall not be named on YouTube. And it's not a big number. I'm pretty sure everyone recognizes that this is not the proper number. There are probably more people who, if tested, would test positive. But be that as it may, that's the number that's there. And I want to talk with you about the most important number. And I'm not going to do that tonight, but I do want to talk with you about what number is the most important number. By the way, no short sleeve colored shirt tonight, wearing a new shirt, t-shirt. Susan Chalk made this for me from Texoma Engraving. So I want to give a big shout out to Susan. We've been talking about the fact that we are in uncharted waters, uncharted waters. And you know what? We're just charting those waters all the time. That's what we're doing nowadays. We're charting waters. We're charting waters together. So let's do that. All right, let's find out from Governor Stitt today. And it looks like that, let's see if everything went away. It's my computer. It's looking like everything is trying to go away here. And I don't understand what exactly is happening. So anyway, Governor Stitt, his mandates statewide. From a statewide perspective, this is what the governor is doing right now. Designated COVID hospitals in Tulsa and Oklahoma County, limiting gatherings to no more than 10 people. So that's more of a mandate now from the state of Oklahoma. If you were concerned about this being a mandate, it is now a mandate. Gatherings outside of family units of more than 10 people, to postpone elective surgeries, minor medical procedures, and non-emergency dental procedures until April 7th, to prohibit visitation at nursing homes and long-term care facilities, and to issue safer at home order for vulnerable populations. Well, I'm not exactly sure about the vulnerable populations, but also measures for counties with community spread. So if there are positive tests for the thing which shall not be named in certain counties in Oklahoma, close all the businesses not identified as critical infrastructure, and also to limit restaurants and bars to takeout and delivery only. Now, in Bryan County, there have not been any positive tests. So restaurants and bars have not been limited to takeout and delivery only in this county, at least according to a statewide edict from the state of Oklahoma. So there we go. School update. Joy Hoffmeister, who is the state superintendent of schools, will propose a distance learning proposition tomorrow. It's not happened yet. It likely will happen. It's probably a done deal, but it hasn't happened yet. That's tomorrow. So keep that in mind. All right. Businesses around Bryan County. A few of them that I do know about right now. Security Finance is going its lobby. So if you do business with Security Finance, specifically, I believe they're at the corner of First and Main in Durant. And looking at this here, strongly suggesting that you make an appointment ahead of time. In-person transactions are going to be curbside or door side. So if you are doing business with Security Finance in Durant, those are some of the things that are taking place. Medical Center Pharmacy, that has been shut down, at least lobby-wise. So they are greeting, not the pharmacy. The pharmacy has been shut down. The walking into the lobby in the main area there, that has been stopped. And so there are folks greeting you at the door to be able to help you with your prescriptions, and also the drive-through is still available. This also came in today from the Copper Kettle. And speaking with Brenda, of course, all the ladies at the Copper Kettle, fantastic ladies at the Copper Kettle. I appreciate them so very much. This has come in. The Copper Kettle, dear valued customers, the Copper Kettle has made the decision to close for 2 weeks beginning March 25th, which is tomorrow. Our hopes and prayers are that at the end of this, we are all safe and healthy. We will reevaluate and keep you informed. We all will be stronger as this comes to an end as a community and country. We would like to thank you all for your support and understanding during this time. The girls at the Copper Kettle. So Copper Kettle is temporarily closing, and that will be for a couple of weeks beginning on Wednesday, March 25th. I want to keep that in mind. So thank you to the Copper Kettle for all that they do. Shout out to Tammy and to Brenda. Shout out also to Tim White and Taco Mayo tonight. I want to say thanks to them and all that they do. Shanna Johnson and Don't Blink Photography. Shout out to her and all the folks at her business, her mom, and the folks that work with her. Shout out to Billy Sprouse and Castile's Tire and Yo Mama Trucking. So that's I want to give a big thanks to all of our advertisers. Also, I was going to talk more about the Oklahoma Shakespearean Festival tonight. I'll leave that to tomorrow. We'll figure out a little bit more what's going on with Facebook. Also, I want to give a shout out to the all OSN basketball teams, and Southeastern had 2 players on both teams and a coach that was recognized as the coach of the year. This was on oklahomasports.net, and Katie Webb was recognized as the player of the year in women's basketball and small college sports in the state of Oklahoma. Darren Grover, the coach of the year in women's basketball and small college sports in the state of Oklahoma. Congratulations to them. Also making the list, Cameron Cantwell from Southeastern, Kevin Buckingham from Southeastern, Adam Twarski from Southeastern on that all OSN list. Of obituaries today, and a couple of folks that have passed in our state. And I wanted to bring this to your attention because these are people that you may or may not have ever known or thought about, but they've had an impact on the lives of many people in the state of Oklahoma, and I would dare say in the southern part of the state of Oklahoma. Colleen Ann Moore, she and her husband founded Oklahoma Steel and Wire in Medill back in 1979, and she passed yesterday, I believe. And William Henry Braun passed today. William Henry Braun. Both were 92 years old. If you don't recognize that last name, if I say instead of Brahms, say Brahms, how about Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores? And he was the founder of Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores. So a couple of folks that have had a huge impact on the lives of people in southern Oklahoma, both 92 years old and both passing away recently. Now, I hope by tomorrow we can talk a little bit more about stimulus bill. And hopefully it will have passed, not just because I want money coming to me in the mail, but, and I've thought about this. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about all this because where's the money going to come from? You have to understand, I mean, with a $1 billion bill, $1 trillion bill, stimulus bill, that looks nice that there's money coming in the mail, but where's the money going to come from? So you always have to ask that question. But one of the reasons that this bill has been stalled is because it seems like there's always something. There's always somebody that wants to, say, hey, listen, I want to keep my power and I want to keep my power in a certain way. On both sides of the aisle looked like there would be an agreement, but the Speaker of the House came in earlier this week, brought in a 1,400-page bill of her own, and wanted that to be the bill that's passed. Well, obviously, neither side was going to agree to these things last minute after all the work had been done throughout the days to come to an agreement. But you have to look at this and say, well, okay, that's great. You want to get a stimulus bill. You want to be able to help the country. That's fine, except that you put different things in the bill that have nothing to do with helping the country, including, and I'm going to read this from the bill that was presented by the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the United States of America, not just for helping out folks who need help, but there would be an additional amount for operations and maintenance, $35 million to remain available until September 30th, 2021 for operations and maintenance requirements of the coronavirus, provided that notwithstanding the 76th, and it goes on to talk about the numbers in this bill, funds provided in this act shall be made available to cover operating expenses required to ensure the continuity of the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts and its affiliates, including employee compensation and benefits and grants and contracts, payments for rent and utilities, fees, and artists. $35 million in this stimulus bill is being set aside for the Kennedy Center for the Arts. $35 million still is being set aside for the Kennedy Center for the Arts. Does this have anything whatsoever to do with the coronavirus, with our country's economy, with anything like that? With respect to the folks who work at the Kennedy Center for the Arts, absolutely nothing. And this is why things don't get done. I still say we live in the greatest country in the world. We are in the greatest country in the world. But folks, if you wanted to vote for this person, and we don't have that opportunity here in Oklahoma to vote for someone in California to go to the U.S. House of Representatives, I would strongly question why. And I really want someone to explain to me why this is in a bill, why this has to do with what's going on. And I don't think you can, at least with a straight face. Listen, we're going to figure out what's going on Facebook, try to get out on Facebook Live tomorrow. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and for you who is and are watching right now, thank you very much for being online with me tonight. We'll put on the Facebook page, the Bryan County Patriot Facebook page, and we'll go from there. Listen, be wise in what you do. Use discretion, always, but do not walk in fear. I'm Joey McWilliams. Thanks for watching tonight. God bless you. Have a great night.